Hey guys, so in today's video we are talking about a very fun topic, and that is my recovery process after my wisdom teeth removal. I'm going to talk about how I stayed relatively healthy with my diet while not being able to chew, how painful it actually was, and I'm gonna go over how long I had to wait until working out and what I did about that. So, let's just review this lovely experience. Okay, so the day of my wisdom teeth, I didn't have the surgery until 2 p.m. They told me though that there could be like a slight chance that I was called in earlier, but I still went in to train clients the morning of because I am a workaholic and I was like, I'm gonna have to take a week off, or not a week, but I'm gonna have to take some time off from training clients. I'm gonna lose all my clients, and I was like, oh my god, my career is over. So I went in that morning and I trained clients, which was fine. I was like a little bit anxious, so I was kind of just like the whole day, but it was fine. Like, I regret nothing. The only hard part was not drinking any water. My gym is very dry, so I was so thirsty because you're not supposed to drink for like 4 hours before. You can have like little small amounts, but when they're putting you under, I think that's why, because if you like throw up, you'll throw up water or something. I don't know. I didn't really ask any questions. I just did what they told me to do. So I was so nervous because I've never been like put to sleep. What's the proper term? Put under? I don't know, whatever. I've never been like put to sleep before, so I was like so scared. But it was so cool because they just like put it in you. It's like an IV, and then they're like, oh, the guy was like, plan your dreams, and I was like, huh? And then before I knew it, I was awake. So obviously I woke up all drugged up. Unfortunately, my mom was not in the room for the hilarious stuff I said. She was only in the room for like the mildly funny stuff. I said something about working out when I woke up. Like, I don't know if I asked them if I could work out, or I might have even asked them if I could like show them a lift or something. Like, whatever I did, it was like ridiculous. Like, I'm so sad we didn't get that on tape. But I will show you what we did get on tape, so roll to the clip.
Oh, it's just squeezing me. It's squeezing me. I've done my wisdom teeth, and they gave me a really nice blanket, and I think we should take it home.
No,
Can't work out now.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I can't remember the
talk,
instructions. I'm good at talking without moving my mouth.
You're just good talking anyway.
I should be a ventriloquist dummy. Ooh, my lips are very numb.
Dry. Oh yeah.
Numb. I feel pretty relaxed right now. Like the sleeping gas gives you a nice feeling. I'm drooling a lot though, so that's not good.
So for me, that faded pretty quick. Like, I know some people, they were like, oh, I was like that for days, but unfortunately it faded off pretty fast on me. Right after I went home, I honestly did not feel that bad. Like, they gave me the painkillers, so like right from the get-go, I was really consistent with the painkillers and with the icing. So like, they said like 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off, so I was just icing like crazy. So I think that honestly made a difference, because at first my left side was more swollen than my right side, so I was icing my left side more, but then after a few days my right side was more swollen, so it was like crazy to see the difference that ice actually makes. First day I didn't really eat anything. I just had a little bit of applesauce with my T3s because they said not to have it on an empty stomach, although I did take it on an empty stomach and I was okay, so they honestly didn't affect me that badly. Like, I felt nothing aside from like a bit more of a lack of pain. So I would say the first day was not really painful at all. Like, it was honestly a breeze. I was like shocked. I was like, what? I was like, why does this not hurt at all? And honestly, my wisdom teeth got infected like a month and a half before the removal, and that was a million times more painful than actually getting them removed. Like, that's why I was so nervous leading up to it, because I was like, if the infection was that crazy painful, like, how is the removal gonna be? But I was totally wrong. Like, the removal wasn't even half as painful as the infection. Like, honestly, it was nothing. Like, there was a little bit of pain, but like, I saw people online being like, I felt like I got beaten up. I felt like an elephant stepped on my face, but like I got all 4 removed at once, and my bottom teeth were impacted. So I didn't exactly have like an easy go, but it just didn't hurt that much. I also have a very high pain tolerance, so some things to take into account. I would say the 3rd day I felt the worst. Still wasn't terribly painful, but the most painful. And then just like overall, I felt kind of crappy, and that was probably like when I had the most swelling. But it still wasn't like anything to be afraid of. But yeah, I'm gonna roll to that clip. Oh, hello. So I am on, of course, so I am on day 3 of my wisdom teeth recovery. I'd say my face is the most swollen today. Real chipmunky. Real cute. I've been icing like crazy, except on both sides, but I find that this side is more swollen and like hurts more than the other side. I would say I probably today I feel least good. So far it's been pretty not that bad. Like the first day I felt like fine. Yesterday was like not too bad. Like I have like pain wise it stayed like pretty much the same. But it's more just like overall feeling. Like I woke up this morning and I felt like really like drugged up and like weird, and then like through parts of yesterday I would just get like super tired and like I would just feel like kind of sick, and like I would get kind of cold if I walked around. So but this morning when I woke up I felt so like it felt so weird. Like it was like weird. Yeah, I've just been, this is my spot on the couch that I've been sitting for always, all the time. Yeah, so that's my little update. There's a lot of garbage behind me from my jello. That's my review for now. So now my face is all red from icing it. I just iced it for a long time. They say 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. Here's the talk. I've been like religiously icing it. Like I'm pretty sure I just iced it for like an hour because I was watching YouTube videos and I got into it. So yeah, now I'm gonna be editing a YouTube video, so I'm taking a break from icing my face. My red face, oh god, I am real cute. So yeah, now I'm gonna get a little bit of work done. Little bit. So the swelling probably started going down after the 3rd day. I think a huge thing I dreaded going into it was the swelling. Like I was like, I am dreading the swelling and I'm dreading not working. Like that is just like, I was like, a fat face and not working on my career, like what? This is hell for Laura. So, but it wasn't that bad. So yeah, I would say the swelling lasted like a week tops, but honestly by the time I went back to work, which was on Tuesday, and I got them removed on Thursday, it was only like slightly swollen by that point. Like it kind of just looked like how my face looked before I lost weight, or like the day after like binge eating. Like my face gets extremely bloated and swollen, so like I thought my face was gonna be like a whole nother level of puffy, but I've seen my face look that swollen before just from food and being a little bit chubby. So it wasn't like, it was like, I was like, okay, I have my old face and like my current leaner body. So it wasn't that bad. Like I thought I was gonna be like devastated with my face, but it was fine-ish. So yeah, that wasn't an issue. So now we are going to go into detail about my food. I was extremely careful not to chew. Like some sources of info were like, wait the full 2 weeks to chew. And some places were like, no. And then I had like friends that were like, oh, I started eating earlier, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, I want to be as careful as I possibly can because I want to heal well and I don't want to have to take extra time off. So I just followed the instruction to a T. So I didn't actually like use my teeth to chew until like just under the 2-week mark. So it was like 12 days that I didn't chew. But I tried to have somewhat satisfying food. Not gonna lie, I was going a little crazy by the end, and I never thought ever in a million years I would say this, but I was actually getting a little bit tired of ice cream, my favorite food. I was getting tired of ice cream. I don't want to say I was tired of it, but when that's like one of the only things you can eat, you're just like, ugh. So I was, basically my diet consisted of Jell-O, applesauce, Cool Way ice cream. So I'll put a link to the video where I sampled this ice cream, but that really helped me hit my protein I didn't fully hit my protein requirements, but I was trying to make sure I still got an efficient amount of protein in, so that did help for sure. Sometimes I would even add a little bit of peanut butter to the ice cream. That wasn't within the first few days, that was kind of once I was further along, but it was like soft peanut butter, obviously not crunchy, and I didn't really have any issues with that. So then I would also have oatmeal, my green powder, and I would have soup blended in the blender. It was a little bit gross, but it did the job. So I'm gonna just show you guys a bunch of clips of some of those foods and how I prepared them. So let's look at my charming food. So this is the soup I've been having. It looks a little bit weird, but it's basically chicken with carrots and onion and
and Roxy. Oh, and an egg in it. So we just put it through the blender, so that's why it looks weird, but it tastes good. So, yep. And I'm currently watching, I just turned it down because it was really loud. I'm currently watching Ella Enchanted. Oh my god, I almost just spilled the soup. Oh my god, Roxy would have been so happy. You would have been so happy. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so this is day 4. So I'm attempting to have oatmeal. Now the way I make it actually makes it like really mushy and like literally nothing to chew. I'll have the little link to that video. And I usually do it with egg whites, so today I'm going to try doing it with an egg. I've never done this. I do not know how it will come out, but we shall see. And then I'm also going to like really mush up a banana, also like super soft so I don't have to chew it. And I'm also having my athletic greens. I could have had this from the first day, but I just didn't. I don't know why, I just like forgot. So yeah, here we go. So I'm just trying to mix this like crazy so it doesn't come out all chunky and gross. So I've mixed it up a lot so you can't like see the egg, and now I'm gonna heat it up again. I already did the oats on their own with water, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so I've like majorly mushed up these bananas, so now I'm gonna throw that into the eggs and microwave it again. Okay, so then I stirred that all in together and I added a little bit more water, so as you can see it's like pretty creamy and mushy, so like nothing I really have to chew. Oh, I'm spilling stuff everywhere. Oopsies. Okay, so here's the finished product. Clearly I have this tiny little spoon. Like it's really small, so that helps me to like not hurt myself. And then I also added this powdered peanut butter to it. I actually managed to add regular peanut butter to my ice cream last night and it just kind of like melted in with it, but I'm just gonna use that today. And yeah, it's actually a pretty big bowl. I'm gonna be nice and full. Nice and full.
Okay, so last topic, very important topic, and it was when did I start working out again? So, like I said, I had the teeth removed on Thursday and I went back to train clients on Tuesday. Not a full work, like not a big long day though. Like I kind of started off slow. Like I have some clients that are really consistent and come in a lot. And then I have some clients that just come in sometimes and I know they work out on their own. So for the really consistent clients, I was like, okay, I'm coming back for them. So I came in and I trained them and I was fine. I did find though that like my energy levels were still like so low. Like even on the Monday before I went back to work, I went to the store with my mom for an hour and I was like drained and like I would get cold really easily and I just felt kind of sick still, but by the Tuesday it wasn't terrible. So then I started working out after a week and 1 day, so it was the next Friday. So they told me to wait a week, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if they know how intense my working out actually is, so I'm gonna just take it easy, because I was like, lately whenever I do my heavy squats, I have veins popping out on my forehead, so I was like, I feel like that could put pressure on my teeth and like rip the stitches and rip something. Like if you guys are ever gotten your wisdom teeth out, or if you're going to, there's a thing called the dry socket that you don't want to get. I was so scared of getting that, so I was like, no, like I'm not pushing nothing, I'm not straining anything. I would rather take a few extra days off and suffer a little bit than have to like push too quick to start and then have to take like more weeks off of working. So yeah, so I started off very slow. So by the time I was allowed to work out, I was like very excited to work out. I was just getting so anxious not working out. And by that I mean, I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm so anxious at the fact I am not working out. It's just like working out relieves my anxiety and stuff, so I just didn't have that to turn to. And when you're sitting around all day, like that's like when your mind has time to get anxious. So I tried to like work on things like edit YouTube videos and like just read things that I need to know. But I still was just like getting real antsy. So yeah, I went to my official 2-week follow-up appointment 2 days ago, and they said everything's healing perfectly and I'm good to chew normal foods again, which I'm so happy about. And like I knew that they were gonna say everything was healing perfectly because nothing felt wrong. Like I feel like if something was going wrong, it would feel like it. So I was like, everything's fine. So honestly, it was a breeze. So that is everything I have to say. Overall, it honestly wasn't a terrible experience. I was so stressed and nervous going into it. Like I feel like most people I talked to, except for like 2, made it sound worse than it is. But then again, that happened with like tattoos as well. Everyone was always like, oh my god, they're so painful, and I'm just like, They're not though. So yeah, I think I just, this sounds kind of like weird, but I feel like the pain I've gone through mentally with my mental health issues is so much worse than any physical pain. So I feel like when there's physical pain, I'm just like, bring it on, I'm fine. So yeah, so it was not that bad, nothing to be nervous about. Like, it was obviously inconvenient. It sucked not being able to eat normal food. It sucked not being able to work out. It sucked not being able to work because I'm trying to work a lot. But honestly, it was fine. And now I look back on it and I'm kind of like, you know what? That was kind of fun because I had like a little vacation sitting on the couch. And also now that I can chew normal foods again, I am so grateful to be able to chew. You do not know how lucky you are to use your teeth until you cannot. So that is everything. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I'm here to answer questions, and yeah, that is it. I am very happy to be back to normal. And I will see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and that is all. Bye!